Well, welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. And today's our daily reading. We're going to do the overall energies, what we don't see, what to look for, um, challenge and strength, what's unexpected, and where it all leads. And keep in mind, this is daily, so it may or may not resonate. Um, I do feel like the daily ones are more timeless anyway. They're going to come across them. I do feel like, though, too, I mean, for my regular viewers, it seems like we have a progression going on right now. So it's kind of cool, but it's interesting how that happens. So I'm going to stick with the Wizard's Tarot today. And I do personal readings. My link to my website's below. And let me take a second. Whew. What do we need to know today? Whoa. What do we need to know today? Okay. The overall energies. Ooh, Six of Swords. Okay. What we don't see. Empress. What to look for. Four of Pentacles. What is unexpected? Chariot. We've got some movement going on here. Maybe travel. Challenge. Eight of Wands. More travel. Movement. Wow. Okay. Strength. Four of Wands. And where does this all lead? I'll leave that. Nothing exciting. Advice. Five of Wands. Well, the only thing we don't have is Cups. As I say that, and Seven of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So there's something going on with choices here. I find it really interesting. I will tell you that. I'm looking at all the cards because so the Six of Swords, Chariot, and Eight of Wands are all movement cards. I see them all together. I feel like it's movement or travel for sure because it's all of the, so any one of these cards could be travel in any reading, travel or moving. And having them all three in the same reading, there is something to do with travel here or actually moving. It's interesting. Um, um, I am going to do something here that I don't normally do. I don't. I'm gonna clarify with the regular Rider White deck. I want to get a better grip on those cards there. You know, because I don't want to get started on a path and I'm focusing on all the cards right now because so the Six of Swords, moving away from something, um, moving out, like moving towards something better, moving on to, but it's not quite like the Eight of Cups. It's more, things are not in a great spot. It's not about not serving you. It's just like, to me, the Six of Swords is more about up here. Like, we just aren't happy with the situation, or we feel like it's chaotic, or it's just not it it's not a good place, but it could be just the way we're thinking about it, right? So the Six of Swords can be a mental thing about moving into better thoughts, better perspective. And I see that too, because we have the hangman as the outcome. I wasn't going to tell you that, but so I'm kind of going on a little bit of a, this is not easy. And the unexpected is the Chariot. The challenge is the Eight of Wands. So I just want to get this right. Now, what we don't see is the Empress. So I do feel like that energy overall. Let's grab a clarifier for each. Okay. Okay. Help me out here, cards. Okay. I want one card for the Six of Swords in our current situation, and one card for Empress in what we don't see. Magician, one card for Four of Pentacles and what to watch for. Queen of Cups, one card for the Chariot in what is unexpected. That is definitely movement. We got Knight of Wands with that. So it's another movement card. Travel, movement. Eight of Wands for challenge. What is the Eight of Wands, please? Strength. Okay. That might be a message. They may be different things. Four of Wands in strength. Hangman. Okay, Hangman in the outcome, please. Two of Cups and Six of Wands after that. Because I pulled an extra card, which is Empress. And the Five of... in advice, we'll get two of those. Okay, Seven of Cups. So, yeah, so the Seven of Cups with the advice, that's funny because the Seven of Cups is at the bottom of the deck on that original deal. Okay, so Six of Swords clarified with Six of Cups. This is definitely moving away from a past, the way about thinking about the past. And it's a way of thinking. It's like you're moving away from being stuck in the past, basically. So if you've had some expectations about something working out the way it was before, it's going to be different. And I think you're getting a better perspective of that as you're moving, going, you know what, this isn't going to be like the past. This is going to be different. It's a different time, a different thing, different people, whatever it is, it's different. And you're realizing that. It's more of a perspective. So whatever, the situation is that you're looking at it going, you had sometimes we think like if something reminds us of the past, or, we had the same type of situation, we think it's going to be the same, but it's not. And we're realizing that, yes, things are different now. And that's what you're kind of moving out of. I'm not going to think this way anymore. I need to forward think instead of thinking about that it's going to be like the past. And what you don't see is the Empress and clarified with the Magician. And I feel like that is about nurturing where you're at now, because you have everything that you need. And that's what this is all about. This, what you don't see, is that you have a lot more than you think you might. My phone does weird things. Every once in a while, Bixby comes on. Like, well, anyway, it cracks me up. So, yeah, yeah, I think this is kind of nice energy, is that you don't, see that you have all of the things that it will take to do this, to move forward, to move on to this new direction. And it's definitely a new direction because of the unexpected. It's definitely a new direction. So, yeah, you're going to have this aha moment of, I got it. I can do this. I can do this. The thing is going back to that original thing with the past. And then your Four of Pentacles is clarified with the Queen of Cups. I feel like that's just really about holding on to your heart space, like making sure that you're doing what fills your heart the most. And I think that's really important here today is, look out for yourself, look out for what makes you feel good. Hold on to that because no matter which way the wind blows, so to speak, you always have you, no matter what, good and bad. So you always have you. So make sure that you take care of yourself and you look out for yourself and you love yourself. There is something a little hard here. I don't think it's like super difficult, but I'm not gonna lie. It's not easy, and I think it's because of the speed of things. So what is unexpected? Well, we pulled the Chariot and then clarified by the Knight of Wands. I do feel like this could definitely be maybe some travel coming in or some plans. It could be moving, but I feel like it's more travel. But I do feel like whatever, or it could be just something coming in really fast. And but I will tell you, clarified with the Knight of Wands, there is a lot of excitement behind it. So you probably will have some excitement here, being that you have, the Knight of Wands and the Chariot. Um, but I do feel like this could be definitely travel, and it's kind of unexpected. You're not expecting this to happen. You'll probably get this news fairly soon, but you're like, okay. And it's almost like, do I want to? Do I not? That kind of feeling. And then in your challenge is the Eight of Wands and the Strength. I think the challenge is that this has come in really quickly. This trip, travel, movement, whatever this Chariot energy is there is some things that are um, challenging challenging you a little bit. And I do think that that's where the strength is coming in because this also could be a message. And I'm getting that. I thought about that earlier. That may check your strength. Like, okay, I got to be strong through this. It's gonna be a challenge, but I need to buck up, kind of thing. Like you need to go. Okay, I need to be strong because it's challenging that part of you where you may get weak. Like not weak in the weak sense, but you may like give in or do something like that, and that's where it's the challenge. I do feel like it's more of a message. I do, and it's going to challenge you as far as it's the energy of giving into something because we've got realize that you have what it takes, hold on to your heart space down here, hang on to and know about yourself. And these are things to look for, this heart space. So when that comes in, I can see that being a challenge if someone like, and you're trying to get out of the past, but someone's coming in and saying, kind of teasing you to come back to the past. You know what I mean? It's not like love or anything like that, but like when I say teasing, use that in a broad sense, but like making you think about the past again. And be careful of that. Be careful of that message that makes you go there. The strength is the Four of Wands with the Hangman. And I think this does say, there is an invitation coming in, but you have to look at it differently for some reason. There's some kind of different perspective you need to take. And this is an invitation and it's good. Like there's some kind of good celebration happening, but you need to look at it differently. Again, you're trying to move away from that past feeling. Therefore, you need to look at this from a new perspective. That's why it's clarified with the hangman. And so this is the strength, though. I think it's good, and you are going to take a look at it differently. And it is a good invitation, but you just have to broaden your mind a little bit here, because this is your challenge, and this invitation is going to spark something from the past. Okay. Um, where does this all lead? It leads to the hangman looking at things differently. When I clarified it, I clarified it with the Two of Cups. So I do feel like this has to do with somebody, either a relationship with yourself or a relationship with somebody. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic, but it could be. And I think that this goes right back to this invitation that comes in. So you will be looking at things differently in the future, whatever this situation is with this person, whether it's work, whether it's, the relationship with yourself, with your higher self, with how you see things. But this is going, you know what? I have to look at this differently. It's different now. I need to move out of that past. And you are like this, because this is where it's all leading. You are doing the work, and that's good, right? You're doing the work. You're doing what you need to do. So I pulled a what comes after the hangman, and I did get a Six of Wands. So I think there's really cool recognition coming in, and the recognition is the Empress. I almost get the feeling like you may be recognized as the Empress, because you might be doing some healing for somebody else here as well. Because of this Two of Cups, I think that someone's recognizing you for who you are as a nurturing type person, that you care, and that whatever this is, whether it's work or love or anything, you care about what you're doing, and you're going to be recognized for that event here soon. This is a daily reading, but this is extended out from the hangman. So it is saying that, yeah, the hangman, you are going to be looking at it differently, but in the long run, you're going to get recognized for that, which is very cool. Your advice is Five of Wands with the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups was at the bottom of the deck here, and there is a lot of choices going on here. I mean, I think the choice is, so it's funny, the Three of Swords came. So it could be a choice of, I can choose to be sad, or I can choose to look at this differently moving forward. So being your advice with the major one, with the one we pulled, is the Five of Wands. I think it's like stay out of any conflicts, as far as be observant about conflicts going on around you, whether that's in a relationship, whether that's at work, whether it's at home. Just be aware of them and don't jump into any of them. Sometimes the Five of Wands, I mean, it is about a conflict to some degree, as, fighting or competition or something like that. And I think it's just be aware of that. Don't feel like you're in competition with anyone else, because you have the choices. You have choices. We all do. And it sucks sometimes when we want one thing and we're not getting that one thing. But you know what? Sometimes it's not suited for us. And I think that, don't compete with yourself. Don't compete with others. If it comes to, I mean, competition's competition, but I mean in your heart space, or, even at work. Like, if you feel like you have to compete for something, that's not always a good feeling. Now, sometimes, yeah, like we're trying to get a promotion, or that we may need to compete, but this is more of a, a feeling of, don't compete with what's not going to serve you. Like, really? I mean, is it worth it? Check it out before you go, okay, I'm going to jump in and compete. So, sorry that took a while to get into, but I wasn't getting anywhere, and I think it was just too many light cards, and I wanted to put them all together, and they were obviously slightly different. So, and I needed that, because when you have a bunch of, so for those of you who are learning how to read, when you have a bunch of light cards, and you right away go to the bigger picture, and this wasn't really about the bigger picture. I don't think. I do feel like there's travel coming in, or some kind of forward, whether it's travel, move, it could be promotion, it could be, you're moving, you're doing something that has movement to it. And it is positive with the Knight of Wands and the Chariot. I feel like it's positive movement. Whatever is a positive travel trip, it's a positive home if you're moving your home, or if it's just promotion or something happening at work where you're moving around, it's a good thing. So keep that in mind as the day goes. Sorry for the long-winded, but gotta do what I gotta do. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Take care. Have a beautiful day, and please like, comment, all the wonderful things. Take care.